This is an okapi. They may look like zebras, but they are actually the only living relative of giraffes. Endemic to the Democratic Republic of Congo, the okapi is a solitary animal that lives only in dense forests. Their coloring is distinctive. Their deep red coat contrasts with black and white markings across their hindside and legs. These specific markings act as camouflage among the trees. Similar to giraffes, okapis have long tongues that they use to pull leaves from branches. Their tongues are between 14 and 18 inches in length, so long that they can clean their ears and eyes with it. The okapi are known for having incredible hearing. Their large ears can detect the slightest disturbance around them, which helps protect them from predators. It is believed that in the last decade, okapi populations have been halved due to deforestation and hunting. The presence of armed groups in their native habitat makes conservation efforts nearly impossible, but local governments are stepping up. The okapi is a fully protected species under Congolese law and is a national symbol for the country. This is an okapi.
This is Aspen, a two-toed sloth. Sloths spend almost their entire lives hanging in trees and do nearly everything upside down: eating, sleeping, mating, even giving birth. Since it spends so much time upside down, a sloth's fur grows in the opposite direction of all other mammals. This allows water to run off the sloth when it rains. Its fur also has minute grooves that collect and grow algae, giving wild sloths a greenish tint and providing excellent camouflage. A sloth's powerful claws are perfectly adapted for gripping and climbing trees, but become a nuisance when on the ground. Surprisingly though, they are excellent swimmers and have been known to drop into the water and swim to a new tree. Despite these adaptations, sloths face many threats. Their forest homes are increasingly becoming fragmented, making breeding difficult, and they are a popular target for traffickers in the illegal pet trade. This is the two-toed sloth. This is Howard. He's 4 months old. He lives in California with his family. Took is his mum, Domino is his dad, and Boo is his sister. They are pileated gibbons. This species is found in Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos. In the wild, they are threatened by habitat destruction and the wild animal trade. They live mostly in trees, and all gibbons have strong arms and legs. The long muscular arms help them move through the branches with impressive speed. Romantics by nature, pileated gibbon couples are usually monogamous, often staying with their partners for life. Gibbon couples form strong bonds, grooming each other and hanging out in trees. Both males and females are similar in size and have a cooperative family dynamic. Families do everything together, and when the children are grown, they leave to create their own families. Baby gibbons learn how to grasp their mother's hair from early on and will nurse for the first 2 years of their life. Howard hasn't started swinging on his own yet, but he'll be ready to start learning soon. This is the pileated gibbon. Meet Mawson and Tingora, 2 adorable dingoes. No, these aren't pet dogs. They're actually wild animals. Dingoes are Australia's wild dog, considered a cultural icon. But due to interbreeding, pure dingoes have become harder to spot. Hence both Mawson and Tingora's similar appearance to domestic dogs. Dingoes are thought to have been introduced to Australia 3,000 to 4,000 years ago. They are Australia's largest terrestrial predator. Dingoes hunt everything, from rodents and birds to larger prey like kangaroos. They are a big part of Aboriginal Australian culture, yet are seen as pests by livestock farmers due to perceived attacks on animals. Hunting for their skin and interbreeding has left their population vulnerable. This is the dingo. This is Cruz. He's a Malayan tapir. And he is hungry. Malayan tapirs are the largest of the 4 species of tapir and are the only one native to Asia. A close relative of the horse and rhinoceros, tapirs have poor eyesight, but their sense of hearing and smell are finely tuned. If threatened or frightened, they've been known to demonstrate pretty quick bursts of speed. They are also excellent swimmers and will seek refuge from predators in deep water while using their flexible nose as a snorkel. Although they are vegetarians, they can also defend themselves with a bite from their razor-sharp teeth. Their distinctive black and white coat looks very smart and also serves as an excellent camouflage. Predators will often mistake a tapir for a large rock when they lie down to sleep. Despite these adaptations, tapirs are extremely threatened. Deforestation and encroaching human development, like flooding from hydroelectric projects, are all threats to their shrinking habitat. This is the Malayan tapir. This is Bertha. She's a lemur, more specifically, a cockerel's shafak. While all of Madagascar lemurs are rare, she's unique, even for her kind. There are over 100 different types of lemurs in Madagascar, but none quite like the cockerel's shafak. Found only in the northwestern forest of Madagascar, shafaks move differently than most lemurs. They stand on 2 feet and use their powerful hind legs to leap up to 30 feet in a single jump. Their beautiful fur also distinguishes them. Their cream-coloured bodies feature maroon patches. Bertha loves her peanuts, but shafaks aren't picky eaters. They consume everything, from leaves and flowers to bark and deadwood. Biologists estimate that less than 10,000 remain in the wild, as major habitat loss and hunting continues to increase. This is the cockerel's shafak. This is Bam Bam. He's a babirusa. Yes, that is a real animal. A member of the pig family, this prehistoric-looking creature is native to the small Indonesian island of Sulawesi. In males, the upper canine teeth grow straight up through the flesh of its own snout and curve back towards their eyes. As they get older, the tusks can get spectacularly large, and on rare occasions have grown so big as to pierce their own skulls. Babirusas spend much of their time foraging for food, eating everything from roots, leaves and fruits to meat and grubs. His strong jaws are easily capable of cracking the hardest of nuts. In its native island home, the babirusa has no natural predators, but overhunting and conversion of their rainforest habitat to farmland has reduced their wild population to less than a few thousand. This is the babirusa. This is Tammy and Lucho. They're tamanduas, and this is their first date. When a tamandua feels threatened, it will rear up on its hind legs and use its sharp, powerful claws to slash out. Sometimes it can be hard to break the ice. Tamanduas are the smaller cousin of the giant anteater. And while both species enjoy snacking on ants, tamanduas are excellent tree climbers, while their larger relatives prefer to stay firmly on the ground. Tamanduas have excellent defense mechanisms for enemies both large and small. If a predator gets too close, the tamandua will release a powerful, stinky spray, 4 times as strong as a skunk. and its thick, coarse fur keeps angry ants from reaching its skin when dining at an anthill. Despite these protective adaptations, the tamandua remains a threatened species in their native Central and South America. Habitat loss and hunting are both looming threats. This is the tamandua. This is Zaina, a MATSCHIE'S tree kangaroo. She's adorable, isn't she? But don't let her adorableness deceive you. This rare kangaroo is extremely threatened. With curved claws and stocky muscular limbs, she's at home in the trees. However, her padded paws allow her to fall from up to 60 feet without injury. This marsupial is so rare, it can only be found in the mountainous rainforests of northeastern Papua New Guinea. It's a solitary creature that spends most of its time alone, except for when there's a baby to care for. Tree kangaroo joeys spend 18 months with their mothers before setting out on their own. Oil drilling and logging are destroying the MATSCHIE'S habitat, and its thick, beautiful fur has made it an attractive target for native hunters. Captive breeding and local education efforts are making headway, but its future is uncertain. This is the MATSCHIE'S tree kangaroo.